Hey folks, well I guess most of you have already heard that Ellen DeGeneres is going to be the permanent replacement for Paula Abdul on American Idol. Isn't that a shocker? Out of all the names being floated around, she sure wasn't one of them, and I was really surprised by it. But I think she's the perfect choice. What do you all think? Is she a good choice or a bad choice? Of all the comments I've read online, I'm seeing a lot of mixed feelings about it. A lot of people think she's great like me, and then a lot of people are upset because, well, she doesn't have any musical experience. But let's be honest, how often did Paula Abdul offer her musical expertise? Usually she would say things like, "You look beautiful," or "I'm so proud of you." Not so often about the singing that much. Ellen brings the best qualities I think that Paula brought. She's nice. Nobody's ever accused Ellen of being mean and hateful. And she knows what it's like to be a superstar and have to get on stage and entertain millions of people. So I think she's the perfect choice. But I really do. I really am going to miss Paula, though. I know I talk a lot of smack about Paula. But I wish it would be Randy, Paula, Simon, and Ellen, and not Randy, Kara, Simon, and Ellen. That doesn't even roll off the tongue very good, does it? But I think she's a great choice because we don't really need anybody with musical expertise to take themselves so seriously. The last thing we need is another Kara Dioguardi. One is already too much. I mean, she goes on and on because she takes herself so seriously. And by the time she gets done, I feel like my brains have oozed out of my eyes and I just don't have any mind left. Like she's given us a verbal lobotomy. So it'll be nice to have some lighthearted humor down there at the judges' table, which I think has been sorely missing. I wonder how Paul is feeling, though. Because I still am convinced that she was really trying to jerk them around and really didn't want to leave the show. And if she thought, like I was convinced that they were going to take one of the guest judges, because, they're going to have guest judges during the auditions, I figured they were going to take one of them, and then in January when the show aired, pick which one did the best, and put them on as a permanent. So, if that's what Paula was thinking they were going to do too, then she's probably not in a very good mood today. And a lot of people feel bad for Paula now. Well, I don't feel bad for her. She quit. She quit her job. If I quit my job, I have no doubts that my boss would try to find a replacement for me, and pretty quick. So, I don't feel bad for Paula. I am going to miss Paula, though. But she's got a few things lined up. She's going to be hosting VH1 Divas. Paula, hosting. And she's got a couple of little guest spots, but no permanent job yet. I guess she's taking her time to consider her options. She needs to hurry up. She sure needs to hurry up because Suzanne Summers, she was a hot commodity right there after Three's Company, and she took her time to decide what she was going to do, and then she had to end up on late night TV trying to peddle her butt busters and thigh masters and whatnot. So Paula's hot right now. People want to see her right now, so she needs to hurry up and do something. Word on the street, though, is she wants to do a talk show. A talk show. Paula Abdul on a talk show. That should be interesting. I hope she does. But so anyway, they're going to have some guest judges. Victoria Beckham. I don't believe I've ever heard her speak before. I know I've seen pictures of her in the tabloids and stuff, slinking around, all frowning. But I don't believe I've ever heard her speak. Well, I know she was a Spice Girl. I guess I've heard her sing, but when they sing as a collective, you really don't hear that much. But she's got a pretty husband, don't she? Then we've got Mary J. Blige. She's a good singer. I love her music, but every time I've seen her in interviews and stuff, she's always so serious. So I think she would be a little bit too serious, like Kara Dioguardi. And another one a lot of people I saw online were excited about, Kristen Chenoweth. Who? Avril Lavigne. I hate her so bad. I cannot stand Avril Lavigne. I'm gonna want to gouge my eyes out when she comes on there. Can't stand her. Katy Perry. Well, I don't think Katy Perry's a very good choice. I mean, she's been famous for like 5 minutes, and she proved to us last season that she cannot really be unbiased when it comes to the contestants. Shania Twain. Where the hell has she been? Shania Twain. If they offer her to come on there for free, I think she should do it because she hadn't had a hit since like the 1900s. Remember when her and Faith Hill were like the big things, and then they both faded away? It used to be everywhere you turned would be Faith Hill and Shania Twain. They were doing everything. There were these big crossover acts, and then suddenly they were gone. Joe Jonas, one of the Jonas Brothers. All these ladies and one of the Jonas Brothers. And the strangest one, Neil Patrick Harris. You got all these singing divas and then little Doogie Howser MD. I thought that was a strange choice. I guess they wanted to mix it up and have a gay person on there too. Well, now they have a gay judge. And a few of the comments I've read online is that the ratings are going to go down because all the Christians are going to quit watching. No, they're not. I think most Christians are okay with Ellen DeGeneres. Most of them are. And the ones that aren't probably still aren't going to quit watching. And the ones that do quit watching, well, good riddance. I mean, it's not like Ellen DeGeneres is going to sit down there and fondle Cara Dioguardi's titties on the show. I hate that, and you gay people know what I'm talking about. We hear that all the time. I don't have a problem with gay people, as long as they don't try to touch me. We don't do that. We don't go around randomly groping heterosexuals. You're more likely to get pawed by an angry runaway tiger at the state fair than you are to get groped by a homosexual. So get over it. And, people say it's a family show, they don't need a lesbian. Yeah, I think your children are old enough to know they're going to be fine. And plus, when was this a family show? When Cara Dioguardi was stripping on the finale last season? It's not Little House on the Frickin' Prairie. Anyway, I think Ellen is a great choice. What do you all think? What do you think Paula's going to do next? Oh, a few people have said she's going to do So You Think You Can Dance, that they want her to be a judge on there. Well, that's never going to happen, because if they couldn't give her enough money to be on American Idol, then why is the same network going to give her more money to do a show with less ratings? It's just not going to happen. And Paula says that, though, that she didn't quit because of money. She didn't quit because of money, she quit because of principle. Well, the principle was that they weren't giving her enough money. What the hell sense does that make? I guess it probably makes perfect sense to Paula. So anyway, let's hear what you all think about Ellen DeGeneres as the new judge. I think it's a great choice. I'll see you folks later.